Get ready for the biggest NBA drama. The Golden State Warriors are gearing up for the draft with the 11th pick, and they are targeting a massive upgrade at the center position. We dive into the latest mock draft predictions from Sam Vecenie, revealing why the Warriors are heavily eyeing the talented Adey Mara from Michigan, a big man who has absolutely dominated the NCAA tournament and shown incredible defensive prowess against top competition. Find out exactly how Mara's skills could reshape the Warriors' frontcourt and potentially set them up for a new era of success.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, the conversation shifts to the biggest superstar in the league, Giannis Antetokounmpo. ESPN's Shams Charania reports that the Milwaukee Bucks are officially open for business on trade calls and offers for the Greek Freak, signaling a major shakeup for the superstar's future. We break down the complex landscape of where Giannis wants to play, the leverage he holds with his contract, and the 5 logical NBA teams that are seriously considering making a deal to bring the Freak to the league. We also look at the potential moves surrounding Giannis, exploring the dynamic between the Bucks and other contenders. We examine the interest from teams like the Celtics, the Timberwolves, and even the Magic, discussing how a trade could reshape the competitive balance across the Eastern and Western conferences. Discover the intriguing possibilities, from a potential pairing with Steph Curry to the high-stakes maneuvering required to secure the MVP. Finally, we get the insider scoop on the trade situation itself. Reports indicate that Giannis himself feels it is time for a change, and the Warriors are reportedly ready to offer their number 11 pick in a package for the superstar. We explore the conditions under which the Warriors might package that pick, what assets they are willing to trade, and the huge gamble involved in trying to land Giannis in San Francisco. Stay with us all night for the full breakdown. The Golden State Warriors are positioning themselves for the upcoming NBA draft, entering the proceedings with the 11th pick. With multiple areas needing reinforcement, the big man position is highlighted as a critical need for Steve Kerr's squad, given the team's history of struggling to secure a long-term center presence in the Bay Area. According to a recent mock draft analysis by Sam Vecenie of The Athletic, the Warriors are strongly predicted to select Adey Mara from Michigan. Mara, a 7'3" center, has demonstrated significant impact over the past season, excelling both on the defensive glass and as a playmaking 5, offering the team a potential new dynamic. Vecenie praised Mara's performance in the NCAA tournament, noting that he was a key factor in the semifinal victory against Arizona, where he recorded 26 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. Vecenie cited Mara's ability to completely alter defensive geometry against Connecticut by effectively guarding Terrace Reed Jr. on an island while simultaneously neutralizing interior drivers. Having played at the collegiate level for 3 years, Mara is described as polished and impactful, suggesting readiness for the NBA. His potential contributions include providing crucial 5-out playmaking for Kerr's system, serving as a formidable shot deterrent, and potentially forming a strong double-big pairing with Kristaps Porzingis if he remains with the Warriors. Analysts emphasize that Mara possesses a rare combination of skills sought by NBA teams: the capacity to dominate the paint defensively and read the court effectively as a passer. Data from CBB Analytics indicated that opponents shot just 54.5% at the rim when Mara was on the court, compared to over 60% when he was off it, and opponents shot only 36% on 2-pointers from the paint while he was playing. If Adey Mara is still available when the Warriors make their selection, analysts suggest bringing him to the Bay Area would be a strategic move. This acquisition is expected not only to immediately improve the team's rotation for the upcoming season, but also to establish him as a long-term staple in the post-Curry era, marking him as an ideal fit for the franchise. Milwaukee Bucks are officially open to trade offers for superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo, following years of speculation. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, the team is ready to chart a new course for the Greek Freak's future as the NBA draft approaches and the Combine kicks off in Chicago. Antetokounmpo is motivated to join a team where he can immediately contend for an NBA championship, a goal he feels he can no longer achieve in Milwaukee. Reports suggest he prefers to remain in the Eastern Conference, where he has spent his entire career. Furthermore, his contract situation provides leverage, as he enters the 2026-27 season on an expiring deal with a player option for 2027-28. While a one-year rental deal is possible, it is rare for teams to bet on a player with recent injury history and declining athletic prime. However, if Antetokounmpo is committed to a long-term future, several franchises in the 414 area code are reportedly interested in acquiring him for the right price. The Boston Celtics have captured his attention, with comments from Jason Tatum's teammate suggesting a potential breakup and interest in using Jaylen Brown as a centerpiece for a deal. The Warriors represent a gamble, particularly if they view Antetokounmpo as an ideal complementary piece for Steph Curry, despite concerns about their current roster depth. The Timberwolves are another contender, offering an entertaining pairing with Anthony Edwards, and they are reportedly ready to go all in on a championship window. Despite their draft capital constraints, they present an intriguing fit. The New York Knicks remain in win-at-all-costs mode, increasing the pressure to acquire a title, though they face significant roster challenges. Similarly, the Heat, with their championship culture, offer an attractive environment, although the on-court chemistry is currently questionable. The Magic are also a compelling option, possessing a deep roster of young players from which the Bucks could acquire contributors. Perhaps the most notable prospect for Milwaukee is former number 1 pick Paolo Banchero. His postseason performance and game overlap with Antetokounmpo's make him a highly appealing package headliner for the Bucks to pursue. The Golden State Warriors have secured the 11th pick in the 2026 NBA draft following their inability to advance in the NBA draft lottery. This draft position opens up several strategic avenues for the franchise. One path involves retaining the pick to select a high-caliber player, aiming to maintain competitiveness in the Western Conference, though championship contention may remain distant. A more ambitious strategy, however, involves packaging the number 11 pick with a superstar player to extend the championship window featuring Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Steve Kerr. Golden State has long been positioned as a strong contender to acquire Giannis Antetokounmpo at the trade deadline, should the Milwaukee Bucks opt to trade the star, given the Warriors' 4 available first-round draft picks. NBA insider Brett Siegel confirmed that the Warriors remain open to trading the number 11 pick for Antetokounmpo. Siegel noted that pursuing a major star trade is highly relevant to owner Joe Lacob and the front office, adding that there have been numerous discussions regarding Giannis and the Warriors among rival teams. He further indicated that many anticipate Lacob and the front office will package this draft pick with other future assets to persuade the Bucks to move Antetokounmpo. In other news, the Warriors recently defeated the LA Clippers in the first round of the NBA play-in tournament, but were ultimately defeated by the Phoenix Suns, who earned the 8th seed. The team's immediate future is also intertwined with head coach Steve Kerr's decision regarding his future with the organization. Just before the draft lottery, Kerr and the Warriors finalized a new agreement to remain as head coach as the Stephen Curry-led era concludes. The central question facing the Warriors' leadership is whether the Milwaukee Bucks would seriously consider a package involving 4 first-round picks, including the number 11 pick in the 2026 NBA draft, in exchange for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The potential for a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade involving the Golden State Warriors is heating up following a recent report from ESPN NBA insider Shams Charania. Charania indicated that the Milwaukee Bucks are actively open to trade calls and offers for the superstar, a development that has immediately drawn attention from the Warriors. Crucially, sources suggest that Antetokounmpo himself reportedly feels it is time for him to depart Milwaukee, though this stance remains unconfirmed, as he has previously stated he would never request a trade. Analysts suggest that a public declaration from Giannis would be necessary to solidify any move. Despite the speculation, the situation is moving toward a potential resolution. Milwaukee owner Jimmy Haslam has signaled that the team hopes for a resolution on the superstar's future by next month's draft. If Giannis does not agree to sign an extension on October 1st when he becomes eligible, a trade could materialize in the coming weeks. NBA front office expectations, according to Charania, are that Milwaukee will seek a young blue-chip talent and/or a surplus of draft picks. The Warriors, while lacking top young talent, could potentially offer a surplus of picks, similar to their move in February. However, Giannis's desired destination is a significant factor. With a $62.8 million player option for the 2027-28 season, Golden State is reportedly not desperate enough to trade for him without long-term assurance of his commitment to San Francisco. Furthermore, speculation suggests Giannis may prefer staying in the East, believing it offers a better path to an NBA Finals appearance than routes through the Thunder or Spurs. While the Warriors hope the scenario favors them, the outcome remains highly uncertain. The situation could unfold in numerous directions, with Giannis potentially considering teams outside of the Warriors' immediate interest, making this a developing story steeped in high-stakes speculation.